Looking snazzy today. I haven't changed the skin in 4 years. No. I haven't changed the skin in 6 years.
And once again, this is Mortal Minecraft, which is just Minecraft, but for mortals. Alright, you know the drill.
And we're back in our little square over here, and today we're going to go through redstone dust, behavior, and ways to carry pulses. That's at least what I wrote. We're going to go through powered blocks, transparent blocks, pulse carrying, zero tick pulsing, and then we're going to have this implementation, which I didn't do last video because there wasn't really much to implement. But now that we've got ourselves a bit of redstone knowledge behind like in our brains, then we can do something with it, and it's going to be a combination code. So let's start with powered blocks. So we start off with powered blocks and transparent blocks, and they're really connected together. I'll explain what I mean. By powered blocks, I mean you can power blocks. You can power redstone through blocks, redstone components. I mean, just like that. But transparent blocks, and by transparent blocks, I don't mean necessarily things you can see through. I mean that Minecraft considers them transparent. I mean, you've got observers that are transparent blocks. You've got leaves that are transparent blocks. And of course, glass, and you've got plenty more. Glowstone, I'm pretty sure. And you can't power redstone through them. It just doesn't work. And you can see it over here as well. Here you've got this redstone line powering the bottom blocks. And the same down here. Just that over here with the solid polished andesite, the redstone goes through and the light turns on. But with the glass, it does not. So that's the first point I'm going to make today. The second is that redstone output can be taken outwards using a redstone repeater, unlike if you were to do this, redstone dust, and take the button. You won't be able. This wouldn't get powered. Still power 0 if you look in the F3 screen. And so you need a redstone repeater, and that's very important for our combination code, which I will show in a few minutes. And another thing, redstone dust can go up transparent blocks, but they can't go down. So if we went and did something like this, and we did something like this, and we decided to power the top, it wouldn't go down the glass. It wouldn't go down the transparent blocks, but it would go up the transparent blocks. Another very important thing, the second topic we're going to talk about today, considering these two are like one topic, the powered and the transparent blocks, we are going to pulse carrying. How do I get my redstone pulse from one point to another point? Well, there's the most simple way, which is of course good old reliable redstone dust. You could use powered rails with an observer looking at them. That's for sideways. For going upwards, you can use the bubble column mechanic. You take the soul sand outwards, and the observer on top detects that the bubble column is either no more or was just created. I mean, depending on whether we put in the soul sand or not. And the observer detects that, it fires the dispenser, and it sprinkles out some self-promotion. Where did this come from? Very suspicious. Like going upwards, you can also go downwards very quickly. Take your pulse downwards very, very quickly with the wall mechanism. Walls or fences, it doesn't really matter. You have an observer facing into the middle one of you have three walls, like 3, 1, 2, 3, you can see. And the observer can detect if another wall moves on top. You can see, you can visually see the change that happens on the middle column when I push the wall onto the middle walls. And again, some more self-promotion. And, well, there's another ultimate way of moving redstone pulses. And I'll show you that right now. That's using the leaf mechanism, the leaves, which is very interesting. If we were to take a lever, haha, lever, get it? Oh my god, I cracked myself up. I'm too good at this. So we take the sticky piston, the oak log, and we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, leaves have I don't know, something on the F3 screen. On the right, on the bottom sort of right part of it, you have distance. The highest distance, as you can see, is 7. And the moment we put a log next to it, I mean, distance is distance from the nearest log. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But 7 is the maximum, so it doesn't change if there's a block here. Or if there's no block here, it's always going to be 7. So we don't need the 7 because you can't detect the change from 7. Now, our wonderful observers can detect this, and we're going to use them right now to detect. So we go like that. We're going to put in our redstone lamp. And we're going to fire. And there you go. It just fired all the way through there. Now, the reason that this form of moving pulses is so insane, in my opinion at least, is because you can like extend it to all different directions. I mean, you can put down a block over here, and you can go 1, 2, 3, and you can go over here. You can put down something like this. It doesn't have to point in to the block. I mean, this part of the log doesn't have to be on top or below of the leaves. It just has to be like next to it. So you go like that. Ooh, that has to be looking at the thing. And let's go like that. And like this. So if I flick this lever, zoom, zoom. Oh, is that one too long? Hold on. 4, 5, 6. So you have to get your counting right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your light turned on, which is great. That's what we were going for. So powered blocks, check. Transparent blocks, check. Pulse carrying, check. Now 0 tick pulsing. 0 ticking is a interesting little concept. Remember last video we talked about redstone ticks. So basically 0 ticking is when your pulse turns on and off in the same tick. The tick exists, but it's really, really, really fast. And weird things happen with the 0 ticking and regarding pistons, sticky pistons especially. And this also works with 1 ticks, with single ticks. So all the redstone components that emit a single tick pulse, this would do exactly the same. So what happens when a sticky piston meets a 0 tick pulse is very interesting. You go, if you do it fast enough, or a single tick pulse, 0 tick or a single tick pulse, it will fire the block it's holding and not take it back like it usually does. So it pushes it outwards, and then I mean, if you can just do it and pull it back again. That discovery, I don't know how long ago, but this thing is pretty old. That led to the T flip-flop. Very, very, very interesting little circuit, the T flip-flop. It basically converts your buttons into levers. Now, you're probably wondering, well, just use a lever. Now, so this is a good, it's a good wonderance. I don't know how you say it. It's a good thing to wonder about. Why would I not use a lever? Well, see, this thing, it can be toggled from everywhere. I mean, if I want to toggle a lever on and off, it has to be exactly the same spot. But I mean, you can toggle this guy from over here but you can also toggle him from way over there. I mean, you just take a redstone line all the way to here and deactivate things and or activate things, and that's going to be very useful when we get to our combination code at the end of the video, and I'll show you exactly why. Anyway, this design for the T flip-flop is pretty old. I remember it back in 1.8, I think, and I'm sure, and I didn't really know redstone at 1.8, so I'm sure it's much older than 1.8. It's probably like I don't know, when was the redstone update? 1.4? Maybe? It's probably back from 1.4 or something. But since 1.4, we've got the observers, which also give a 0 tick output. So we get this T flip-flop, this design of a T flip-flop, which is interesting. I mean, useful, I guess. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And yeah, there are plenty of more designs for the T flip-flops. I might make a video that includes one of the, like, all those T flip-flops, all the possibilities for T flip-flops in the future. But let's stick with the present now and get on to our implementation of everything that we've learned today, and that's the combination code. So we're going to go a bit far away because it's not small. Now, I thought about this when I was reading my Redstone Minecraft handbook. That was quite a few years ago. That's a 1.8 Minecraft handbook. The series of 4, if you guys remember. Yeah, and I saw the T flip-flop. The T flip-flop then, and I thought about the concept to make a code, because I did know a bit about redstone, but not much, and I thought about this thing. So if we take what we learned today into account, let's see what we can do with it. Right, so we're going to take 1 oak button, 2 oak button, 3 oak button, and 4 oak button. And this is our combination. I mean, we've got 4 buttons, and this can be expanded, but people could just mine your wall. So this is really just for coolness, I guess, to show your friends that you do know some redstone. I mean, I thought it was a very cool idea at the time. So I still think it's a great concept. Let's show you what I mean. We're going to take some signs, right? So we're going to decide on our code now. So this is going to be pressed first. This is going to be pressed second. This is going to be pressed fourth. And this is going to be pressed third, just to mix things up a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one is we're going to give ourselves some space over here. The first one is going to fire a T flip-flop, just like that. And then it's going to somehow enable me to push the second button, because I only want the second button to be able to be pushed is after I've done the first button. So we do something like this, so we go like that. Right, so now the pulse can't go through, but if I were to push this piston upwards, the pulse would be able to go through. So we take the redstone output from this guy and move it down and across to here. Right? So we push this button, the T flip-flop activates, and so does this. Now we can send a pulse through here, and this is going to activate the second T flip-flop. Just like that. And we said that the code is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this T flip-flop is going to activate this guy. I think you understand the point of what I'm doing here. I'll just speed through the rest of the building, and we'll meet up later. So we can take the output from here, and now this output is going to open our, I don't know, let's make it a door, I guess. I mean, right, this should open both of those. Well, should is nice. I wanted to actually do the should. That should do it. Excellent, excellent. Over here we're going to use the redstone torch to make a NOT gate so that it's going to be closed until it opens, not the other way around. Let's make some nice scenery. Yeah, gonna decorate it a bit. Alright, a bit of scenery added, you know, just to make it look even remotely acceptable. Alright, so we're going to go back behind here. We've got our door closed, and I'm just going to reset all the redstone blocks. Of course, that when this is going to be finished, you're not going to even have to do that. I mean, we're going to have to push a button, and everything is going to reset automatically for you. So, if you remember correctly, the code was 1, 2, 3, and 4. And only that sequence should open up the door. So let's try 1. Oh, well, I didn't think of that when I created the design. Back to a slightly less flattering design where you just pressed the first one and press the second one. Nothing happens yet. We press the third one. You can hear the piston noises in the background. And we press the fourth one. And we go through to this wondrous view of a redstone mumble jumble mess thingy, whatever. Now I'm going to show you what happens when we don't do the correct sequence. Well, nothing should happen. I mean, absolutely nothing should happen. I mean, you might hear some background piston noises, but nothing, the door won't, it just won't open. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can see the door not opening at the end. It's going to be such a sight. You have to, I mean, I'm sure you're really excited. Let's see how this goes. So, 1. Oh, and by the way, I did reset all the redstone blocks just a moment before. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and the moment we've all been waiting for, 4. Still there. And well, that's because not all of these blocks have been pushed upwards to allow the redstone the redstone pulse to go through. That's how the door works. It's actually really, really simple. So say we reset them all right now, and they're all reset now. Cool. And the door's still closed. But let's just say that we had a wonderful, I don't know, a wonderful hay bale house, right? So we had a hay bale house. Cheap build, not very sturdy. Anyway, say we had something like this. That's not going to work. Well, first we need to open up the door. So we're going to go 2. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so it's open. How do we close it? Not so difficult, as a matter of fact. Very, very simple indeed. All we have to do is power all of them at once. So we're going to go down here. We're going to invert the pulse twice. I'll show you how. Just inverting it once. That can stay there. And invert it twice. Twice. That means we need to go down here and invert the invertation. Big English over here. Very big English over here. My English skills are just insane. Alright, so now all we have to do is just power them all at once. How do we do that? Let's try use what we've learned up to now. So we can power this guy. Take the repeater output, and repeater output. So that should power them all. The question is, does it do it at the same time? The question is, when will I have some brains? See, I think that it all needs to be at the exact same time. Oh no, it does not. Huh. Apparently it's fast enough. Okay, cool. So we've got that covered. Now we just have to make a wire leading into here from our little... Excuse me? Oh, so it's the second one. Then we can activate it as well. I mean, if you want to deactivate it, when you go out, just go zoom. And that should be enough time for you. And that's basically it. Let's just try it one more time, I think. So it's all deactivated. Well, is it? Is it though? Is it really? It doesn't look all that deactivated to me. It really does not. Alright, so I think the problem was that it was, you know, you saw how it moved like a caterpillar over there. It has to go at at exact same moment. So I just changed the redstone down here a bit and just made them very simply go into each and every one of the blocks at the same time. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we don't even need this, so we can make it like exactly at the same time if we just put the repeater. Over here, like that, maybe, I'm guessing. And activate. Now that's more like it. Leave. Excuse me? Excuse me? So anyway, I fiddled around with it, and, well, it's working. It is working. I'll just show you what I did in a moment. I'll show you what I did in a moment, if I can get into this house, please. Thank you. And we turn it off. We turn it back on. And we leave. How it works. See, the problem before was that something was going on over here. This was firing too early. This didn't have a chance to pop back up so the pulse can go through. So it was just missing, and then it was inverting. It was a whole mess. So basically what I did, I just changed it, just gave it a little delay. Just gave it a delay. Anyway, so that works now. Seems to be done. Now let's see how it goes if we do it again. So that's 1, that's 2. Why am I going to look? I know it's not going to open. I'm just so paranoid. Alright, let's go. So it opens up again. Closes. I don't know, we can put our stuff in our chests, I'm assuming. So we take this is really lazy way of putting out all your stuff. I mean, cool. So you know, put all your stuff in your chest and go out. You want to lock your very well protected hay bale house. So you go out and there you go. The code has reset itself completely, as you can see. You can build this wherever you want. You can build this in a mountain. You can build this in the sky. I don't know, wherever you want. You can make it 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, infinite, basically, buttons. So it can go huge. You can get tons and tons of combinations. But then again, the only downfall is it only takes one fist to break these two. Or even, it might just be faster just going down, down, and up. I mean, or parachuting from above. I think it's just a really cool concept. made a really simple ideas, and that's it for this video. Right? We've checked. Let's go back to here. Slash time set day for a brief second. Yeah, we've done everything. We've covered everything, and that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. As always, like and subscribe. Don't forget to share and comment your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear them. And one last thing. Well, remember this golden block? Well, I think this today's golden block award winner would probably be the probably going to be the monostable circuit over here, the zero tick pulse. But since we can't put the entire thing on it, I'll just pick the observer. Let's go with the observer. You know what? No, the sticky piston is probably better, more suitable. Congratulations, Sticky Piston. You've won today. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.